Okay. Go ahead, Joy.
Okay. All right. So Steph Peck is on Stacy's team. Thanks for joining us, Steph.
Yay. That's
But
great.
thanks for jumping on here, guys. I just wanted to in the past 2 years, I've become a part of this community, and I've learned so much about the power of whole food nutrition and just taking better care of your body. And so I'm always trying to share with other people. I want everybody else to be healthy and live their best life ever physically. So that's why we're doing this talk tonight.
Wonderful. And I appreciate you guys coming. And it really was one simple change that happened for me 17 years ago that took me on such a good track. And I've shared that with Michelle, who's on the line, and she shared it with Joy. And now Joy's sharing it with you. And that's the power of relationships and being able to share some good information with people. And this information really changed our lives once we heard it. So we hope the same for you, that you'll be able to embrace some simple changes that are going to make a big impact on your health after this. And, what it's all about is taking care of our bodies. We really only have one to live in, right? And so we want to take care of that body that we have. And so what we're going to focus on is nutrition, because 75 to 80% of all disease and how you feel has to do with nutrition, and even Thomas Edison many years ago said the doctor of the future will no longer treat the human frame with drugs, but rather will cure and prevent disease with nutrition. So that's our focus for tonight. And good nutrition is not necessarily in packaged items, okay? 90% of the food eaten in America is processed. So we want to really stay out of those aisles if we can. We want to go in the perimeter of the aisles. Those are the perimeter of the stores. That's where the whole food nutrition is. And so we want to be careful about eating a lot of packaged foods. Dr. David Katz of Yale, who studies children's nutrition, said that children are more harmed by poor diet than by drugs, alcohol, and tobacco combined. Would you think that? So it's really, really important what we do with our children, but also what we do with ourselves every single day. And I don't know about you, but it's no longer 3 meals a day. It's like all day long we're eating something or drinking something. And so we've got to just be really cognizant. And the habits that we have are going to determine our optimal health later in life. So this is just an example of what real food does, okay? Real food rots. And why does it rot? It rots because it has live enzymes. Live enzymes help your body stay alive longer. So that's a good way for you to remember that. So you want to eat as many raw fruits and vegetables as possible and have real food. Real food does not have a label. And then in the event that you're eating processed food, you can see what doesn't happen in the bottom picture. This Happy Meal does not rot. And we used to, in our community, collect these as science experiments. There's ones that are 14 years old, and it always ends up the same, where it just doesn't rot. And so you have to say to yourself, how long are my kidneys going to last, my liver, my body, if I'm giving it food that really isn't food, And so we were put on this earth to eat off the earth. So you want to just think about if it doesn't rot or sprout, throw it out, because sprouting, that means it was alive too. Here is just a summary of 4,500 studies, 150 doctors researched, and the only common denominator to good health they found was diet rich in fruits and vegetables. So that's really what we're going to talk about tonight. A lot of people are not eating enough fruits and vegetables. That's really where our gap is as far as good nutrition. The government tried to give us a good visual here of eating half your plate in fruits and vegetables. So that's a good visual. You really want to just eat as many as you can all day long. They have really good fiber, phytochemicals, things like that. The government says for the minimum for the United States, 7 to 13 servings. Servings is like a half a cup of like a chunky apple would be a serving, or a leafy lettuce, a cup of that. But I want to tell you, don't go for the minimum in a society where there's a lot of disease. There's heart disease, cancer, a lot of autoimmune disorders. You really want to eat as many fruits and vegetables as possible. And I'm going to share with you why in just a second. This is one of the first reasons why. Your vitamins and minerals and phytochemicals, they come from fruits and vegetables. You know, we've tried to bridge that gap with a vitamin, but vitamins don't really even scratch the surface of what's in a whole food. So when you're eating the fruit or the vegetable, you're getting hundreds of thousands of nutrients if you're eating a bunch of them. But if you're eating a multiple vitamin, you're only getting 13 to 30, okay? And so in this apple that you see here, there's 25 pages, well, 24 just like this one. That's one of 25 pages of what's in an apple. And only one of those things in there would be calcium or vitamin C or something like that. And so that leaves all the 9,999 other good things that are in the apple that weren't put into the multivitamin. And the only reason why they identify and put ones into the multivitamin is if they're easy to replicate and they're connected to a specific disease, like vitamin C is connected with scurvy. So vitamins really are not, just not even scratching the surface of what fruits and vegetables do. And that's why you'll see things like for any disease, whether it's Parkinson's, cancer, any disease that you look up on the internet, you'll find that you need to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. And the countries that eat more fruits and vegetables and eat real food, they don't have all the things that we have. They don't have menopause. They don't have breast cancer. We look at the Japanese and we say, okay, they are different. The Okinawans, they live to be 100 and they live long, die short. They die in their sleep after they've climbed, even at 100. So it's important to just really fuel your body every day with as many fruits and vegetables as possible. This is the American Cancer Society poster. It's what I learned 17 years ago that got me really excited. I was like, I thought either you get cancer or you don't. There was really no control. This is the message is you can control a lot of what happens with disease. You're not a victim. And you can actually reverse or prevent disease through good nutrition. So that's important. So the first thing that I shared with you about why so many fruits and vegetables is vitamins. You need your vitamins, your minerals, your phytochemicals. The second thing is oxidative stress. So important that you guys grasp hold of this. This is how you're going to actually slow the aging process or the disease process on the cellular level. We're out shopping or eating or meeting friends or in Joy's case, running all around, right? And we're not thinking about our cells necessarily and what they're doing on the cellular level. Well, we're here today because we have so many more healthier cells than we have unhealthy. And thank goodness. So we want to protect those because every day they're in a battle at the cellular level. The good cells are getting attacked by free radicals, and that's just a metabolic byproduct of metabolism. Also, breathing, not sleeping, but exercise, all these different things that you do all day long. If you're stressed, you're creating what's called oxidative stress. And there's a certain amount of oxidative stress every day that we have. And with that oxidative stress, we have that byproduct and it hits on your good cells, 10,000 hits every single day on every cell. So we need to protect that. And that's why the fruits and vegetables, they contain what's called antioxidants. And so that actually, you want to have an even amount, or you want to have more fruits and vegetables than the oxidative stress so that it neutralizes those free radicals. And one of our Nobel Peace Prize winners says, every day you don't have enough fruits and vegetables, it's like standing in front of an x-ray machine. That's how important it is. And Time Magazine says the news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you, it's that they're so good they could save your life. So that's really all about the importance of fruits and vegetables. And so many years ago, I'm still not a perfect eater. I was going to say I'm a really bad eater. I was a junk food eater, fast food eater. Coca-Cola and M&Ms was how I thought, I could make it on a long drive, or how I made it through graduate school, things like that. And so this is my before and after picture. And, I've made a lot of simple changes in between. And so what happened was I was introduced to something called Juice Plus. And it totally took me on a better path to health. Well, thankfully, I learned about it after that first baby was born, the first baby in the picture, because during that pregnancy, I did not know what they were talking about in that pregnancy book, what to expect when you're expecting. And so I was really just trying to do my best, but my best was not nearly as good as it would be now. And so anyway, I was thankful that a friend of mine introduced me to a simple way to flood my body with lots and lots of fruits and vegetables called Juice Plus. And so after making that change and also taking in what's called the complete shake, and also one more change, flaxseed, I thought, oh my goodness, I now know so much more. And so those were the beginnings of me getting on the track to better health. Before that, I was really, really run down. I had allergies. I had a Kleenex in my hand at all times, it seemed like. And I would have to pull off the side of the road when I was driving, just to sleep on a drive to my mom's house 3 hours away. So, and then I would get there and I would still be tired, and then my allergies would flare up and all this. And so it was just an ongoing cycle. I ended up, on antibiotics a lot, hacking coughs, stuff like that. And I really didn't have a lot of energy. But now in my 50s, I have a lot more energy than I ever did in my 20s and 30s. And so down at the bottom, that's my third child. And I put that picture there because I just feel like I look so much healthier. I've lost the inflammation that came with a bad diet. And also I had a healthy baby at age 40, where my doctor was not super thrilled that I was pregnant at age 40. And I told him pretty much that I was so much healthier than my other pregnancies. So anyway, but they were all good pregnancies. And thankfully, Juice Plus has the research that I did not need to use a prenatal vitamin, because the vitamins don't have any research behind them, but Juice Plus does. Anyway, Juice Plus is 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries that have been juiced for you. They take out the salt, the sugar, and the water, and they put it into capsule form. And so it is safe for diabetics, safe for hypoglycemics, and most people don't have a problem with it whatsoever because there's no calories, and they can include that in their everyday. And so we take 2 red, 2 green, 2 purple every day, and that gives us a great dosage of 30 different raw, which is really good because you have those live enzymes, vine ripened, which is really good because not all of our fruit and vegetables and berries at the store, they're not all vine ripened, so they don't have as many nutrients. And anyway, so 30 fruits and vegetables and berries that have been juiced for you, put into capsule form, and you can eat them easily. It's based on the juicing concept, and it is a way for everybody to get so many more fruits and vegetables, the essence of them, into their diet every day. And then we have chewables that are good also, and you would take 4, 4, and 4 as an adult, and or children take chewables as well. And doctors recommend it. Thousands of doctors recommend it. And here are a few reasons why. On the label itself, you'll see nutrition facts up at the top right, and you can be assured that it's a whole food product. So remember, I told you we don't have a vitamin deficiency, we have a whole food deficiency in America, and this is a way to really bridge that gap, and it has for me and my family. And then a lot of products out there, there's thousands of them. What makes Juice Plus different? Number one, it's whole food, it's not a vitamin. Number two, it's got a certification from a third-party not-for-profit agency called NSF, which certifies that everything they say is in there, and nothing more, nothing less. And vice versa. And also that there's no herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals, banned substances, things that you wouldn't want to take in. They assure and give that certification. And then it is the most researched nutritional product in the world in over 20 countries. Juice Plus is, and there's 20 to 22 research institutions and medical centers that have done Juice Plus research, including MD Anderson Cancer Center, University of Mississippi, University of Florida, and you could see some of your favorites down here at the bottom. And so what has Juice Plus found with their research? They found that yes, it's absorbed by the body. Juice Plus, we want those antioxidants to go up, but more importantly, we want that oxidative stress to go down, and that happens within 28 days, which is phenomenal. And then Juice Plus helps protect DNA. what they found was because the oxidative stress had slowed down, the DNA was not as damaged. And they look at strand breakage. There's an actual place that's really well known for that. I think it's University of Arizona. And they look at strand breakage, and they found 66% less strand breakage if you're taking Juice Plus, and that was within 80 days. So that's really slowing the aging process. And then for the immune system, they found that the T cells go up, the natural killer cells go up, and your immune system is better off within 80 days. And then for healthy skin and gums, they've definitely found great results for that. And people spend hundreds of dollars on that. They found better microcirculation in the skin, better hydration, better skin density thickness. As we age, we get thinner skin. And so this actually showed that the skin got thicker, which is good. That helps protect our body. And then they looked at smokers, and they found that even though we might not be able to stop people from smoking, we're able to slow that oxidative stress. There's a biomarker called homocysteine that was able to be lowered. That's a biomarker of disease that was able to be lowered. And then better pulmonary function, which I thought was amazing. And who wouldn't want that if they were a smoker or somebody with COPD or something like that? And then better insulin resistance with just taking the capsules. And they found better quality of life in ovarian cancer survivors who took the capsules, and also our awesome shake, which we'll talk about. And then inflammation is a major culprit in any disease. It's a disease process itself in the body that, we want a little bit of inflammation if we have a cut. We want our immune system to go to work and get there, but we don't want chronic systemic inflammation. That's really a problem. And so they found that Juice Plus reduces that as well. And then there's at least 5 different studies showing better cardiovascular wellness. So that's the power of whole foods and plants, and if you went home and ate all these, you would have the same result. It's just that hardly anybody does, And so with Juice Plus and our complete shake, you can actually have 45 different plants in your body every single day before you leave the house. And I love that. And so my whole family has been using that for the last 17 years. Yes, I am that old. Yes. So here is the complete shake. It is the best. And if you have anybody that that drinks the complete shake, they're going to be all yah about it. It's so good. And so it's a way to have a low glycemic food in your body that satiates you, and it's gluten-free. It doesn't have any negative ingredients that causes people problems. It's vegan. It's a way to increase your plants in your diet, and that's really what you want to do. You want to increase your animal as much as possible, anything that came from an animal, and increase your plants, and you're going to be so much healthier. And so this is a plant-based shake, and it's great for us, great for our children. You can see my baby Emma over here making it, and it's got things that the healthier countries eat, like ancient grains and sprouts, and also it has fructooligosaccharides, which help build the intestinal bacteria, stuff like that you would think that this tastes terrible, but it's really, really good. You can make it however you want. My favorite right now is chocolate mint. I use mint from our tower garden, and chocolate and a little bit of banana, lots of ice. And then last night I made a blueberry cashew shake with the vanilla. So you could do whatever, but the main packets are vanilla and chocolate. So here's the rest of my family. And I'm just so glad that we're so much healthier because we were introduced to this many, many years ago. And my husband, who's pictured here, he's actually lost some weight since then. He's off blood pressure medication and off his cholesterol medications. And that makes me happy to know that he's going to be around longer, because really the diet is what determines a lot. So every day matters, and our family is just so much healthier for including these things and making other simple changes. And that's what our community is all about. And so I'm excited to have you hear from Joy, who you guys came on the line to hear, hopefully. And I'm probably seen her pictures all over Facebook. She's such a lighthouse for inspiration with her quotes and her get up and go. I don't know how she does it. She burns the candle at both ends, I think. So let's hear how she is managing and what really got her started on her health journey.
Yeah, so thank you, Sharon, for that great presentation.
Thank
Um, and so, for some of you that don't know, I lost my mom to lung cancer 4 years ago, and she never smoked a day in her life. And so that was really hard for us. And that was the catalyst for me changing my lifestyle because I didn't want to go down that same road. I didn't want to have my son go through everything I had to go through. So I started researching and learning what I could do to not repeat that cycle. And on the screen, we heard from a doctor that talked about cancer and genes. And most people think that, oh, my mom has cancer, or my aunts and my grandmother had cancer, I'm going to get it too. And that's not necessarily true. That you have the power to help avoid getting some of those diseases. And it's about your lifestyle factors and your diet. And so that's what I want to share with other people as well. Um, so, okay. so,
you.
um, so I started exercising, and I was introduced to a run group that started this whole new lifestyle for me. And I started running. I started doing yoga. I've done a Spartan race. I completed a triathlon. Um, And the difference between when I started running before Juice Plus and after is completely different. My first and only actually half marathon I did, it was before the Juice Plus. And I literally could not walk after doing that half marathon, after running those 13 miles. We were staying somewhere that had stairs. And I remember having to crawl up the stairs because I just had so much joint pain in my body. I was in so much pain. Um, and then a year later, I was on the Juice Plus, and I trained for a triathlon. So while working full time and still shuffling my son to his 1,000,001 sports activities, I was able to train for my bike, my run, and my swim. No injuries, and I completed my race. And the next day, I was back to work. And I know it was because I was fueling my body with all this whole food nutrition. It really did make a difference. And I'm so happy that Michelle, who I think is still on here,
Mhm.
actually introduced me to Juice Plus. I met her through our run group. So another part of the Juice Plus that I love is that they have the children health study. And what that is for every adult order, children from age 4 up to college age can get it for free for up to 4 years. So I'm able to fuel both of our bodies with 30 plus fruits and vegetables every day. I know my son, no matter what he eats at school or what he eats when he's away from home, that he's had his 30 plus fruits and vegetables before he leaves the house every morning. Um, and I think there are like over 1 million children that have been a part of this children health study. And I just think that's wonderful for a company to give this away for free. But it's that they understand how important it is for us to have fruits and vegetables. And with my son doing track and soccer, he's able to get through his workouts much better than the other athletes. And his recovery is much faster too. So it's really been a blessing for us to have Juice Plus as part of our diet these past 2 years. So another thing we do as part of this community is the Shred 10. And it's
Oops.
10 days of taking certain things out of your diet, and it can make a tremendous difference. There's no caffeine, no dairy, no alcohol, no gluten. We're encouraged to do the shakes twice a day, that you exercise at least 30 minutes every day. And people have had some phenomenal results. I just, you can do anything for 10 days. It's only 10 days. It's not even an entire 2 weeks. And the changes that you'll see from doing this Shred 10, from just those 10 days, are amazing.
Well, thank you, Joy.
You're welcome.
That was awesome. And so you love the Shred?
Yes, I love the Shred.
Here's some pictures of just examples of planning ahead, and thank you, Joy. Forgot to say that. Thank you for sharing. And so this is awesome. People are embracing some of these other changes. This is if somebody wants to go full force with a jump start. And I love the salad jars, so sometimes people will drink the shake for breakfast. They'll have the salad jar for lunch. They'll have the shake before, maybe in the afternoon, so they're not as hungry for dinner. And throughout the day, they'll have healthy snacks or that salad. And anyway, it's just part of a healthy lifestyle. And so like you said, people are doing it for 10 days. They really like it. And they might go off it after the 10 days, but it's kind of like it trains you. Okay, let's do it for 10 days. And then you kind of adopt different behaviors. And then your body tells you, oh, I kind of like this. I want to feel better. It's a detox, like it's a bigger detox program. Juice Plus will detoxify you in itself, and so will the shake, the fiber for sure. And getting all those plants in your body will detox you. But this also is an opportunity to give your body a rest from having to process gluten and dairy. Those are the two main proteins that it just might have a relief from having to process those. And then, of course, getting rid of some of those negative ingredients, that just kind of helps too. So anyway, we do have a program, and it's kind of neat to see what other people post about for the Shred. And anyway, but you don't have to be perfect with that. With my husband, he lost weight just with doing 2 shakes a day and also the trio blend and moving more, and we did soup, salad, smoothies, and he did an occasional sushi. So, and I think one of the biggest parts of the Shred is not eating after 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So the shake is great. You want to jumpstart your day with that, jumpstart your metabolism, and then you eat plants all day as much as possible. Not that we don't eat meat, but or other things. But what happens is Juice Plus offsets your diet, and so does the shake, and it's great. And so he's lost a lot of weight. That was my post when he lost like 14 pounds. He's kind of lost, I think, 30, 35, maybe even more since then. And a lot of people ask, well, what about this disease? What about this disorder? Can that be helped by Juice Plus? Well, Juice Plus is a form of giving your body better nutrition. So better nutrition is going to help everything. What happens with your body is your body has its own internal pharmacy. So giving your body the right raw materials to make your body work better, it's going to open your own pharmaceutical in your body to make your body work. So it'll help your body to heal itself. And so when people go and they feed their body other things, it's not helping their body to fuel itself or heal itself. And we've seen a lot of very good results. Let me just say that we are not a pharmaceutical. We can't claim to treat or prevent any disease. So we've seen great results in all different arenas. And so the basic foundation is good nutrition equals good results. You're going to have some kind of results. And the more concentrated nutrition you embrace, the more results and the faster results we've seen with doing double shake a day. And that's really giving you a lot of good whole food nutrition every single day with the trio blend as your micronutrients and the complete shake as your macronutrients. Micronutrients is kind of like the oil in the car. You need that, but sometimes you forget about the oil in the car, and so you really need that to keep the engine running. And that's your phytochemicals, your vitamins, your minerals, your enzymes. And then the macronutrients, you're always thinking about, well, where's my next meal going to come from? That's the gas in the car. You always need that for energy. And that's kind of where the complete shake comes in. It fills the gap for food in your diet. So we like to do both together, and you're going to get phenomenal results if you'd like to embrace that as your one simple change. And I love that the shake is only $2 a shake. the cheapest meal out there, but one of the healthiest meals. And then your Trio blend, that's a way to really keep yourself out of the doctor's office with co-payments, keep your kids out of the doctor's office. And that's what's really happening for a lot of families. And so we want you to feel like this every day. You know, wake up and feel energized. I did a live video where I said, I don't need energy drinks, because I just talked to a guy and he said that he drinks an energy drink every day and maybe more than one, and he spends $3 on an energy drink. I'm thinking, oh no. And that's just kind of filling the gap for him for energy, but that's not really giving him good nutrition. This is a way to get both, you know. Join our Facebook group. We have a lot of tips and ideas, and we have healthy inspirations each month, monthly ones. Here are our products that we have to bridge that whole food gap: Juice Plus micronutrients in the capsules and chewables, and then the whole food shake, complete shake, and bars for on the run. We have it in tart cherry and chocolate fig. I think it is, yeah. I love the chocolate one, but this is the wrong picture. Sorry about that. And then the Tower Garden is a way to grow your own on your back porch. And it's vertical. It doesn't take up much room. It doesn't take up hardly any water. And it's a way to have a hydroponic, aeroponic system of growing 20 to 28 different plants on your patio. And that also inspires you to eat a lot more vegetables and herbs. And they're vine ripened. They have no herbicides and pesticides unless you spray it on it. And it's non-genetically modified. So it's another way to get whole food nutrition. And that's really what our company is all about. And their goal is to inspire healthy living around the world. So if any of this gets you really excited to tell other people, then we're so happy, because our goal is to really spread the word. And we've really done that over the years. And so we just want to continue to do that. And so I thank you for coming on, and thanks, Joy, for inviting all your friends. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording.